What is going on, people? Today, I'm not in the wood shop. I'm actually in my kitchen because I thought I would take an opportunity to show you how to make one of my all-time favorite drinks, the whiskey sour. And not just any whiskey sour. In my opinion, this is one of the best whiskey sours you will ever taste. So, let's do this. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a bottle of Cointreau or triple sec. Any kind of orange liqueur will do, but don't skimp on this. Get something a little top shelf. You're gonna need a bottle of your favorite bourbon. For this, I'm using Buffalo Trace. It's not my absolute favorite, but I also don't wanna make a crazy expensive whiskey sour. Then you need a bottle of simple syrup. If you don't have simple syrup, you can make your own. Sugar, water, on the stove, 5 minutes, let it sit. You're gonna need a lemon. You're gonna need some orange bitters, preferably with an eyedropper. And last but not least, and most importantly, you're gonna need some eggs. So, this is what you're gonna wanna do. You're gonna wanna take your lemon and slice it in half. All right. Then if you have a juicer or a reamer, it helps a lot. You're gonna wanna juice the lemon. Get a lot of that yummy juice out of there. Then you're gonna need a cocktail shaker, and you're gonna want one that has a strainer. Very important. I will show you why in just a second. So, what we're gonna do is take our lemon juice and we're gonna measure out 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Dump that into our shaker. Next, we want our simple syrup. 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. Pour that in there as well. Then we're gonna take our Cointreau or triple sec, and we're just gonna put a 1/2 ounce in there. I know it doesn't seem like much, but just that little hint of orange is actually gonna take the whiskey sour up a notch. So dump that in there. Then our bourbon, we're gonna put 2 ounces of bourbon, make it nice and boozy, but what's a whiskey sour if not boozy? Pour that in as well. Now for the most important ingredient of all, and that is eggs. If you're not putting eggs in your whiskey sour, you've been doing it wrong this entire time. Eggs are what is going to transform this from an okay whiskey sour to an amazing whiskey sour. But you don't want to put the whole egg in. You just want to add the egg white. So you're gonna take 1 egg, you're gonna separate out the yolk from the white. Try not to break the yolk. You don't want to get any of the yolk in there, just the egg white. The egg white's gonna give it this awesome, foamy, smooth texture that is absolutely delicious. So we take our egg white, dump that in there as well. Now, we're gonna do what is called a reverse dry shake on this. Now, a regular dry shake is where you would add all the ingredients, shake it dry, add ice, and then pour. We're gonna do the exact opposite of that. So we're going to shake all the ingredients with ice, get rid of the ice, shake it again dry, and then pour. And the reason being, if we do it this way without all that ice in there on our last shake, it's gonna enhance that foam and create a lot more foam and a lot thicker foam, which is what we want. So we're gonna add our ice to start out with. We're gonna shake it. Ooh, yeah. Shake it really good. Nice and long. Make sure it gets really cold. Oh, I can never get these things off of here. There we go. Now here's where the reverse dry shake comes in. We're gonna pour out all that liquid, okay? We're gonna get rid of our ice, and now we're gonna shake again. This is what makes it extra, extra foamy. All that egg white in there is gonna foam up and give it such a yummy texture. Ugh. You're gonna love it. All right, now you gotta have a strainer. This is very important because as the egg white comes out of there, it's gonna sift through that strainer. It's gonna maintain that wonderful foamy texture. All right, are you ready for this? Now you wanna pour nice and slow to really maintain as much foam as possible. And you wanna get all the foam sitting right on top. So if you pour too fast, it's gonna stir it up and your foam's gonna be mixed all in there. Just like that. Okay, now here's where our bitters come in. Remember, you wanna use orange bitters because they're gonna show up a lot better. And an eyedropper is gonna make this really easy. Now you could put these bitters anywhere you want on the top, but if you wanna be fancy, what you do is you just do a couple drops around the perimeter of the drink, like so. Maybe one in the middle for good measure. Then we're gonna take a toothpick and we're just gonna draw a line through the center of each one of those. Put a nice tail on them. Just like that. And then we're gonna garnish it with a lemon wedge. And voila, the perfect whiskey sour. Ah, yeah, that's pretty tasty. Go get some ingredients, make yourself a whiskey sour, and for God's sake, don't forget the egg whites. Also, please subscribe to my channel down below. See what other kind of videos I'm gonna throw up there. Might be in the wood shop, might be in my kitchen. You never know, but you're only gonna find out if you're subscribed. So, cheers.